It's Week 7 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see this team's rangy quarterback. He'll make you pay if you throw his way too often. Buckle up. There's football coming your way. Next on Madden Football.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs, compete for Super Bowl.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
And he'll get this ahead, gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. He'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. And that will be a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. Slot man in motion left. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? Luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start, get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now, faking the give. Now, a deep shot for Allen. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The home team's offense ready now for their second drive. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest, and they'll begin 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. He'll drop to throw. He'll tuck it and take off. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a first carry for their running back, and nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown, but at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll get this out to the left flat. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere, and that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground, and that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down. Now a 3rd and 2.
It's now 3rd and 2.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And that's going to be enough to move the chains. 1st down, up past the 35.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now a give on the ground. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it for the touchdown. That his 1st touchdown this year. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do the guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
He's going to keep it himself. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Allen in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And they'll be taken down just shy of the 30.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Slot receiver headed right. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Here's the punter now. And he is hoping to improve on his 1st attempt. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
That's fielded at about the 18. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. A pickup there of 13. That's enough for a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
At their 49-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This one complete right side. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a 1st down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I will be right back after this. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Back to the air one more time. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. He'll look to throw. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Has a touchdown. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Looking middle and complete with Allen. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. It's a 1st down and a gain of 16.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive play.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So that is what you want. I know sometimes it takes time, but they do get it right, and this call will stand. Throwing right, it's taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. They'll look to throw again. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They get 15 on that game, and that will be a 1st down.
And the San Antonio 1st down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the visitors are able to edge a bit closer.
Visitors 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return now from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side here, pass is caught. Give them 14 on that play, one first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment.
And at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now this team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with first and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Handoff here, up the middle, and he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and The ball falls incomplete.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard?
And he'll take it on in for the score.
He's now over the century mark, Mike. And I get that this holiday was just started as something fun. It wasn't meant to impact how teams prepare for games necessarily. But I have to wonder, Mike, with it being National Tight Ends Day, did they have a little extra look or two his way to help him reach this total?
The extra point is good. And his guys will extend this 3rd quarter lead. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This team's offense getting set to get back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion right. He'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have that 1st down. Tackle made up around the 35.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
That'll be intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Up the middle they go. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up. So the move is for the field goal unit here. This one from just under 50 yards. Patterson's kick is good. And the visitors are back within 2 scores.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Gets to the edge at the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They motion the slot man left. To the air now on 1st and 10. A toss left side caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
2nd down, zone read, and he keeps it. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
They'll try to run, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll stick with him again. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. And now the punting unit will come on, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Here's a 3rd and 10. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And this will not turn out to be a good return. Forced backwards, and they get him out of bounds. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give, throwing right, it's taken in, and he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. And that is incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Now they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable from the 17. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the San Antonio first down.
Allen in motion. It's 1st down, and they'll run. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
He'll go right and find his running back. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And that's a big-time effort on 4th down. If he doesn't come up with this ball, Mike, they turn it over on downs, but instead, not only does he lay out and make a terrific catch, they get a fresh set of downs here and now see if they can finish this thing off and come away with some points.
They'll look to throw again. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. He'll be stopped here, short of the first down marker. Penalty flag is out as well. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Allen in motion. Back to the ground after the penalty.
This play should always end up converting a fourth down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. They'll go with a counter on first down. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now a give on the ground. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 11-yard line.
Here's first and 10. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Here comes second down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Back to the air one more time. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. He'll check this down to the running back. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A throw on the run is complete. Well, they hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago, a game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Más malos que el veneno.